Why we write the comments? Because if we are working, if we are dealing with the many variables, multiple variables, at that time we use some shortcuts. Like if I'm writing the gender of the gender, if I'm creating a gender variable, so while writing whole word gender, I can use the GOV, right? So at that time, if we are dealing with a multivariable, so we must know what this G means. So for a detailed understanding of variables, usually people write a comments when they create a particular variable. For example, if I create this variable G and I in bracket, I write it down female and male. Then I suppose I write it down a transgender. So I need to write a comment like what F means, what M means, what T means. So if I want to write down the R, if I write down the comments in R, so what I can use this hash, and I can write it here. G is equal to gender. Similar way, I can write it down. F means female, M means male, T means transgender. So if I want to write down the comments in R, I always going to use this hash function. Okay. Now next, if I want to, if I want, like we are going to see what are the data types in R. So we are going to see R data types. Okay. So I'll just forget about my handwriting. I know it's not so good, but I'm trying to write it down. So we are going to see the R data types. So basically in any programming language, there are 4 to 5 basic data types. So first one is the numeric. Okay, so what is numeric? We need to understand numeric means a number. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So these are the numbers. Okay, and when we are writing, we are assigning, we are using this number. So that software consider it as a numeric data type, like 1, 2, 3, and so on up to infinity. Okay, now the second data type is integer. Okay, in R we use, if you want to write down the integer, we use suppose 1L. So we use this L, or we mention this L to consider it as an integer. The third type is complex. Okay, complex data type. So we all know the concept of the complex number. So what is a complex number? Complex numbers means we have an imaginary number in it. So how we can define that imaginary number? Like we have under root -1. So we don't know how if you find out the answer of this term, you will ultimately get in error, because these are the number, but we are not able to find out the answer of this. So this type of number we consider as the complex number. So when we write it down, so the way to write this complex number is is that we can consider 3 plus suppose 9i. So when we write this I are consider it as a complex number. Okay. For integer we have L, and for complex number we use I. So I is nothing but the imaginary number. It can be -1, -2, -10, etc. Okay, so when we have an under root, and in under root we have a negative number, at that time we consider this as the complex number. Now the fourth type is the logical data type. Okay, we are going to see the logical operators in upcoming videos, which are, see, logical data types are most important. It used multiple times or several times. So logical operators are used. So logical data types means true or false. Like for example, if I can say that if 5 and 2, so if I write that 5 is greater than 2, so it will print true. Okay, so true is the logical operator. Then we have a characters. We all know that character data type. Character means what? So what is the character variable? Like if I'm writing a Tejashri. Okay. So this means the character or a string. Okay, so always to write a character variable, we use a double quote or single quote. Okay, so character basically means what? Character means the string. String means what? Now character basically means string. Okay, and a string means what? Sequence of variable. Sorry, sequence of alphabets. Okay, what it string means? Sequence of alphabet. Okay, so we are going to use this data types. These are the basic 5 data types in R. So I'll revise you once. First one, we have a numeric. Second one, we talk about the integer. Then third is the complex. Fourth one is the logical. Fifth one is the character. So these are the basic data types in R. Okay. Now, if we consider a one variable like x is equal to 5, and we want to see what is the type of this variable, so we can use a command like class in bracket x. I'm going to show you how to done this in R, but I'm just explaining you by writing, because in this way we can understand the concept very quickly and easily. Now we are going to see how to perform these things in R. So I'm going to open my R software. See, always when we open the R software, now we have these things in written. So to clear this, we simply use Control L. So everything is clear now. Now we are going to assign first the numeric. We are going to assign a numerical variable. So I'm going to write it down command numerical variable. Now suppose x is equal to sequence of 12 to 30. So this is the numerical variable. If I call x, then I'll get all numeric value. Now integer, we are going to see the integer data type. Integer data type. Okay, so in integer data type, we can assign x1 is equal to c 1l, then 2l. So this is in this way we use this command. Then we have, suppose we want to mention a complex data type. Okay, so how we can define x2 is equal to 9 plus 3i. Okay, then if we want to assign any logical data type, example x3 is equal to true. It's always in capital letter. or you can add false also. You can use false also. So logical. And the next one is the character data type. So in character data type, we can assign x4 is equal to, if I want to assign Tejashree, so in this way I can assign. Now I want to check the type of this variable. So I have x1, x1, x2, x3, and x4. These are my 4 variable, and I want to check what is the data type of this variable, or yes, this variable. So I can use, now I want to see data type. So data. So what command I will use? I will use class. Now I'll write it down x. So it's an integer. Then I can write it down x1, again integer. Then if I write it down class, suppose x2, then a complex, then I can say class of x3. So I'll get this logical, and class of x4 character. Now if I replace this, for example, in x, so if I call x and I mention, suppose, if I mention only this 12, 13, 69, 80, something, and if I use class x, so it is a numeric. Just because I use the sequence function here, that is why it is showing integer. But if I write it down a simple, if I use a simple array, so it is showing this numeric. So in this way, we can find out the so in this session we know about the data types in R and which function we can use to find the class or type of the R. So I'm going to revise you once, so that in this way we can find out, we can revise the things once, so that will be better. So in today's class, what we understand is that there are 4 data types in R. Okay, so data types. So how many data types we have in R? So there are 5 to 6 data types. Which are they? First one, we called it as a numeric. Okay, let's use the another color. Okay, so first one is the numeric. Second one is the integer. Third one is the logical. Fourth one is the complex. Then we study about the character. So numeric, integer, logical, complex, and character. So numeric means simple 1, 2, and 3. Integers also there. Then logical, true or false. In complex, we use I. In characteristic, we write it down any, we use a string or any name, we can write it down, a sequence of the alphabets. So, okay, this is, and to write it down, to write a comment in R, we use the hash function. And if you want to find out what type of the variable, like we assign x is equal to C, if we assign Teju, okay, and we want to find out what is which type of data it is in x variable, so we can use the class command. So class, or in bracket, we'll write it down x. So we have seen how to do all these things in R. So this is for the today's session. In upcoming sections, we will explore the R in detail. Thank you.